You open your eyes for the very first time, and the first thing you feel is the weight of the dirt on top of you. You're not in a nest. You're in a grave you have to dig your way out of. You've just hatched as a saltwater crocodile on a riverbank in northern Australia. You are 70 grams of the most dangerous animal that will ever live. Right now, you couldn't be less dangerous. And the thing that will one day end you is already out there in the water. It looks exactly like you. Stage 1, the egg. 90 days ago, your mother buried you and up to 60 of your siblings inside a steaming mound of rotting leaves and mud. You weren't born a male or a female. You were born a temperature. You see, your sex was never written into your genes. It was decided by the heat of the mud around you during the middle third of your incubation. A couple of degrees warmer and the whole clutch hatches male. A couple cooler and you're all female. You spent 3 months as a coin flip the weather was tossing, and plenty of you never got to land on a side. If the river had risen a few inches, the nest floods and you all drown in the shell. If a goanna, a monitor lizard, a meter of patient appetite had smelled the mound, it would have dug the entire clutch out and eaten you in an afternoon. You survived the mud. Congratulations. Now comes the hard part. Stage 2, the hatchling. You start chirping from inside the egg, and something enormous hears you. It's your mother. 4 meters of muscle and teeth, the same jaws that crush buffalo skulls, and she gently digs you out of the mud and carries you down to the water inside her mouth. It is the single most tender thing that will ever happen to you. Enjoy it, because the moment you hit the water, you're on your own, and you are 28 centimeters of snack. You're born angry, snapping at your own brothers and sisters on day 1. But it doesn't matter how mean you are at 70 grams. Herons spear you, barramundi swallow you whole, turtles, sharks, and that same goanna pick you off the bank. Up to 99% of you will not live to see your first birthday. You are, at this size, food for almost everything you will one day eat. Stage 3, the juvenile. Somehow, you made it through the year that killed nearly everyone you hatched with. You're growing fast now. Fast enough that the herons give up and the fish start to worry. So the river finds you a new threat, a better one. This time it has your face. You see, the animal most likely to kill a young saltwater crocodile is a bigger saltwater crocodile. You're now hunting smaller versions of yourself in the shallows and being hunted by larger ones in the deep. The family reunion is a food chain, and you're somewhere in the middle of it. Stage 4, the subadult. At around 3 months old, something in you curdles. You can't stand the sight of your own kind anymore, and the feeling is mutual. Here's the problem. The good water, the calm freshwater rivers where life is easy, is already owned. Big dominant males hold those stretches for breeding, and they do not share. So you get evicted from the only home you know. The males who own the river either kill you or drive you out, downstream, into the salt, and sometimes into the open sea. You see, you have special glands on your tongue that pump out salt, which means you can do something almost no other reptile can. You can swim the ocean. So that's what you do. You ride the coast for days, salt-caked and starving, looking for a river that doesn't already have a king. Most crocodiles that go looking never find one. The sea is full of teenagers who lost the real estate lottery. Stage 5, the adult. But let's say you're one of the lucky ones. You find an empty stretch of water and you hold it. And now, finally, after years of being food, everything you were built for switches on. You float at the surface for hours, looking like a log, breathing through 2 nostrils the size of coins. Then something comes to drink, and you detonate. Your jaws slam shut with 3,700 pounds of force per square inch, the strongest bite ever measured on any living animal. Then you roll. The death roll twists your prey apart underwater while it drowns. You see, you can't chew, so you spin off chunks you can swallow whole, and the river goes quiet. You eat fish, pigs, buffalo, sharks, and crocodiles smaller than you, which is most of them. Almost nothing in your world can hurt you now. Almost. Stage 6, the apex. This is it. This is the top. You're now 7 meters long and you weigh 1,000 kilograms. the largest reptile alive on planet Earth. The river is yours. You let the females through and you kill any male who tries what you once tried. Nothing hunts you. Nothing on the entire planet has you on its menu. You started at 70 grams in a flooding grave and you became a one-ton apex that the whole river is terrified of. You climbed all the way out of the food chain, but unfortunately, no king holds the river forever. Stage 7, the king's problem. Here's the thing the climb never told you. You never stop growing, but you do start slowing down, and every single season, the river produces a new one. A younger male, a little bigger, every year, doing precisely what you did. You've seen this before. From the other side, the eviction you survived as a teenager was never a one-time event. It's a wheel, and it has come all the way back around to you. One day, a 14-foot stranger slides into your water, and he is everything you used to be. You fight for the only thing you've ever owned, and you lose. No lion ends the world's deadliest predator. No shark, no human, no disease. The next world's deadliest predator does. Stage 8, the truth. You were never sitting at the top of anything. You were sitting on a waiting list. Every crocodile that ever ruled this river was eventually evicted by a bigger copy of itself, and the one who just took yours will be too. You didn't climb out of the food chain. You are the food chain. The kind that eats itself, one king at a time, 70 years, 70 grams to 1,000 kilograms, and back to nothing. You were never the deadliest thing in the river. You were just the deadliest thing in the river so far.